Coming up, a police shooting outside of a D.C. club. What the suspect and security guard allegedly argued about, and why MPD says they shot the man several times. A high school vandalized, just where messages targeting Muslims and Palestinians appeared in Maryland, and how the school is responding. Achieving the dream. How the DMV is commemorating Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The message shared by his son in the district for all Americans.
And better late than never, a little bit of snow is flying in parts of the DMV. I'll show you where coming up. Stay tuned.
To bet or not to bet? We're stretching your dollar with opportunities to cash in from new tech and also at the movies.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. All new tonight, we've learned that 7 people, including children, were hospitalized after a 4-car crash in Montgomery County. Crews say this happened just before 12:30 today in the area of New Hampshire Avenue and New Hampton Drive. 5 adults and 2 kids were taken to the hospital. They are expected to be okay. Crews are still investigating what led up to the crash. In the district, police say that an officer shot a man outside of a nightclub overnight, not long after the man got into an argument over a cover fee to get in. MPD says officers responded to Aqua nightclub on New York Avenue in Northeast near West Virginia Avenue around 1:30 after a man tried to get inside the club with a guest but got into an argument over that entrance fee. That man allegedly threatened a security guard, said he would come back with a gun. Then he drove off. Now, while officers were interviewing the club security, the man allegedly came back and drove toward the entrance. Officers and club security. Then he was told to get out of the vehicle, but the man drove off. MPD says they started looking for him, spotted him inside of a car, told him to get out, but at some point he suddenly drove in reverse toward a DC officer. That's when an officer nearby fired several shots before the suspect drove off and crashed. He was hit several times and sent to the hospital and is also facing several charges. Nobody else reportedly hurt. A man in Prince George's County was found shot dead outside of an apartment complex in Suitland today. Now, investigators say they found the man outside of the complex on Suitland Road after showing up around 11:20 this morning. This is near DC's Southern Avenue in Southeast and Cedar Hill Cemetery. No word at this hour who's responsible. Police are looking for tips. All right, more local news in a moment. Meteorologist Scott Sumner standing by. Okay, Scott, I know you got to address what we were forecasting and the National Weather Service was looking at yesterday, and that was some possible snow today.
Yeah, every once in a while we blow it. All right, I'm gonna just tell you right off the bat. Wrong forecast to a degree. I'll own up to it, but as you can see here, we're 31 degrees under mostly cloudy skies, but there is some snow flying out there, finally, out towards the US 50 here at I-97. Not what I expected this late. Well, I did expect this part, but I did expect earlier snows and a day of mainly snow across the area. Just didn't materialize, but some of you are thankful for that. Now let's get back to our other graphics. Mostly cloudy here in D.C. We'll see the temperatures that drop through the 20s, getting down to about 23 here at 5 o'clock in the morning. It will be a chilly one as the skies clear by mid to late evening. And as far as rainfall, we did have some of that earlier on, as noted here with rain amounts over the last 24 hours. About 1/10 of an inch, give or take, around that mark and around the Beltway area. Not a lot of rain at all. I did pick up a little bit of freezing rain earlier on in the morning, wee hours of the morning, around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, or up around the Frederick area in Maryland. But other than that, it has been a fairly quiet day, all in all. Partly cloudy skies at 8 o'clock, 32 degrees, clear skies by 9, mostly clear by 10 o'clock. So there you have it, once this little bit of light snow moves away. So we do have those clearing skies taking place overnight tonight. Breezy and cold on Martin Luther King Day, bitterly cold on Tuesday. That part of the forecast has not changed, and staying chilly most of the week. Ben, back to you.
All right, Scott. Thanks. Turning our focus to Maryland, there's outrage after hateful graffiti was discovered at a Montgomery County high school. The messages attacked Muslims and Palestinians, and despite crews quickly removing that vandalism, some students at Walt Whitman High School say that they were left feeling unsafe. Our Daniel Hamburg has this story.
The words on the side of Whitman High School read "F Muslims, Nuke Palestine," and a Star of David with two horizontal lines that appears to resemble the Israeli flag.
I mean, this is a high school in Bethesda, right? This is not the war zone that we should be worried about. That we should be worried about our kids getting a good education, being safe, and being happy. And this type of stuff makes people feel worried, feel victimized.
Oz Huck and his wife Fatima got a text from their daughter Friday morning with this picture of the graffiti saying it was scary.
I wish there was no politics or no race in these type of institutions, and if everybody was just not doing this, but we deal with it all the time.
It's not the first time this has happened. There's been anti-Semitic graffiti here before too.
Things like this have been an occurring problem, and it's something we need to talk about. I think it's pretty pushed under the rug.
In a letter to the Whitman community, Principal Gregory Miller said anti-Palestinian and Islamophobic hate speech will not be tolerated. The Council on American Islamic Relations appreciates the swift response.
I think it also just underscores the fact that there is a lot more work that needs to be done to make sure that we're pushing back against these kind of hateful, divisive voices emphatically.
And the Jewish community is also speaking out against hate.
It was so vile and so hateful, is unacceptable, has no place in our community, and the JCRC unequivocally condemns it.
An unfortunate discovery. That was our Daniel Hamburg reporting. School counselors and mental health professionals are available for students to talk about that incident or to process it all. Now, Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger is officially Virginia's first female governor and the Commonwealth's the fifth governor. She's hit the ground running on her first day in office yesterday. Governor Spanberger signed several executive orders, including one that gets rid of former Governor Youngkin's direction of state police to help with ICE agents and requested local police cooperate with them too. She also directed state agencies to find ways to cut costs in order to address affordability for Virginians and required reports within 90 days of how to get it done. She ordered that a health financing task force would be created to strategize how to maximize federal funding, reduce duplicative spending, and invest in long-term health care infrastructure. She also directed state agencies to review existing permitting and regulations that slow down housing projects in order to speed them up. Governor Spanberger also directed the State Department of Education to review school performance findings from last year and implement recommendations from them, and to host a statewide listening tour to find ways to support public schools. She also created an economic stabilization task force to address federal DOGE funding cuts, research funding cuts and delays, and, quote, how we can mitigate the damage. Finally, she also directed for a review of the process to appoint members to Virginia's collegiate boards. Hours after that, she did announce her own appointments. Happening now, ahead of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday tomorrow, various tributes have been held this weekend for the civil rights and American icon. MLK's son, Martin Luther King III, and his wife, Andrea, placed a wreath at his father's memorial during an annual ceremony today in Southwest D.C., right outside of his famed sculpture. Mi Familia Vota organized this program, and the ceremony was not only to honor Dr. King's legacy, but to reflect on the significance of his message of peace and equality. Dr. King's son told us that there's still a lot of work to be done before the nation achieves his father's dream.
There's great potential all over. And what I hope people can find is again, I said earlier, out of the mountain of despair, you got to find a stone of hope so that we can lift people. This is a time of lifting.
King also called on Americans to complete 100 million hours of community service before his father's 100th birthday. Live images right here. The Howard University men's basketball team is doing their part to honor Dr. King. This is inside of the Hotel Hive rooftop bar where the Bison are putting together 750 kits to help young students around D.C. A lot of good work. Each one includes snacks and hygiene supplies for children at Cardozo Education Campus and Kelly Miller Middle School. Tonight's event is part of the United Way's annual Stuff the Bus event. Our Dave Laval is there right now, and we'll have a full report on their work in our later newscast. Way to go, guys. Metro is going to operate on a holiday schedule tomorrow for our Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Trains will run from 5 a.m. to midnight. Buses will run on a Saturday supplemental schedule. You can still reserve a ride with Metro Access, but subscription trips will be canceled. Food fans, time to celebrate. Winter Restaurant Week is kicking off tomorrow. You're going to be able to enjoy lunch, brunch, dinner at hundreds of restaurants around the DMV offering special 3-course fixed price menus. One of those restaurants you can try, Onji. DC News Now's Tosta Fakile has more with a restaurant that's offering Korean cuisine.
We do use the techniques and the method that comes in a Korean cultural heritage. So we will take our time to ferment the sauces. We will use and definitely respect the ingredients, and it will take time. But we also use modern approach to have it set it in a way so it's comfortable for us to enjoy.
Oh wow! And Colin, like the history of Korea kind of shapes the technique and the dining experience. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so a lot of our food is pulling from an era called the Joseon Dynasty in Korea. Really important period of time if anybody watches the K-dramas or anything like that. So we're just kind of hoping to bring a little bit of history and culture through food, because what better way than through food and drink?
What exactly are we looking at over here?
Right, so bibimbap is definitely the main, I guess, that represents Korean Joseon Dynasty food. So it has a variety of vegetables, seasonal, and we celebrate, the fresh ingredients and the gochujang that goes with the bibimbap. And here's the pork belly, samgyeopsal.
I'm going to lift this so I can pick it up.
But it's also used with, we use the sauce that's fermented shrimp. So that helps digestion. And that's actually written in the Korean cookbook that came from the Joseon Dynasty.
Oh, wow. Tell me what this means for you. You guys have been open 8 months to be part of Restaurant Week.
Yeah. For us, it's just a really important opportunity to kind of share our story, kind of sharing Tanya's vision about sharing Korean food in a slightly different way. I think that I myself, as somebody who's lived in the area for such a long time, in close proximity to Annandale and Centerville, and eating so much Korean food, I've learned so much about it by working here and being a part of it. So we're just hoping to give that a little bit to the people.
감사합니다. 감사합니다. Thank you so much.
Thanks to Tosin too, man, that looked great. For more details on Restaurant Week, including ONG, head to our website, dcnewsnow.com. Coming up, putting money on the line, helping you stretch your dollar to understand predictive betting. Question, is it worth it? How somebody cashed in on nearly $500,000 buying into the odds that Venezuela's leader would be ousted. Time now, 6:12. We take a live look outside. Looking pretty good right now. It is Sunday, January the 18th, and in a few moments, Scott Summers coming back with your full forecast.